The sun rises over the mighty city of Tenochtitlan. In the heart of the Aztec Empire, a market hums with life. Merchants shout prices, birds call overhead, and the scent of roasted cacao drifts on the breeze. A warrior steps forward, holding a small leather pouch. He's not carrying gold, not silver. He carries cacao beans. He trades 20 beans for a fresh turkey egg. 10 more buys him a night with a companion. Here, chocolate is currency. Long before it was sweet or creamy, chocolate was power. And the wild story behind it? It begins deep in the jungles of Mesoamerica. Long before the Aztecs rose to power, the Maya had already unlocked the secret of the cacao bean. They didn't just drink chocolate, they worshipped it. According to ancient myths, cacao was a gift from the gods. The Maya believed the god Kukulkan brought cacao from the heavens, offering it as a sacred bridge between the mortal and the divine. In royal courts, cacao was ground into a rich, bitter drink mixed with chili, water, and sometimes blood. Served in ornate pottery, it was reserved for kings, priests, and warriors. But chocolate wasn't just spiritual, it was practical. Cacao beans were small, durable, and rare, the perfect currency. A rabbit might cost 10 beans, a slave, several hundred. Even taxes to the empire were paid in chocolate. And so, across forests and mountains, chocolate began its journey, not as candy, but as coin. An Aztec messenger races through the jungle, feet pounding the earth, a woven pouch tied tightly at his waist. Inside, not scrolls, not gold, but cacao beans, precious, powerful, and accepted everywhere. These beans fueled an empire. In one story, an elite Aztec warrior was paid not in silver for his service, but in thousands of cacao beans, enough to buy land and servants. His wealth wasn't stacked in coins, but piled high in sacks of chocolate. It didn't stop there. Cacao was used to pay taxes to the emperor, bribe officials, and even hire assassins in the dark alleys of Tenochtitlan. It was money you could spend or drink. Some nobles kept vast storehouses filled with beans, protected like modern-day bank vaults. But this currency had a weakness. Hungry thieves didn't just steal it, they ate it. The line between luxury and currency blurred, and still, chocolate's journey had only just begun. In 1519, Spanish ships sliced through the Gulf of Mexico, their sails heavy with ambition. Among them was Hernán Cortés, a man searching for gold, but finding something far more surprising. When Cortés entered the Aztec court of Emperor Montezuma, he expected treasure. Instead, he was offered a bitter, foamy drink, dark, rich, spiced with chili. The emperor drank dozens of cups a day. It was sacred, energizing, and called chocolato. The Spaniards didn't love the taste at first, but they saw something else: value. They watched as cacao beans bought goods, services, even loyalty. They saw how entire cities functioned on a currency that grew on trees. When the conquistadors returned to Europe, they didn't just bring back gold or feathers, they brought cacao. And in Spain's royal courts, it transformed. Sugar was added. Milk followed. Chocolate evolved, from a warrior's ration to an aristocrat's delight. Its flavor changed, but its power remained. Soon, Europe couldn't get enough, and the rush for cacao would change the world. Centuries passed. Chocolate was no longer bitter, no longer a currency. But its story was far from over. Throughout history, food has often worn the crown of currency. In ancient China, tea bricks were once legal tender. In the Roman Empire, salt was so valuable that soldiers were paid with it, giving rise to the word salary. And in West Africa, cowrie shells clinked in the hands of traders like coins. So what made cacao different? It wasn't just rare, it was revered. It carried spiritual weight, fueled armies, bound economies, and delighted palates across continents. Even today, we treat chocolate like treasure. We wrap it in gold foil, we gift it with love. We crave it in times of joy and sorrow. It may not buy you a house anymore, but in the right moment, a piece of chocolate can still feel priceless. So the next time you unwrap a piece of chocolate, remember, you're holding more than a sweet treat. You're holding centuries of history, power, and culture. It once fueled empires, paid for goods, services, and loyalty, and crossed oceans to become the global obsession it is today. From sacred ceremonies to store shelves, chocolate's journey is nothing short of legendary. So now, I'll leave you with this. Would you rather be paid in cash or in chocolate? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, history has never tasted this sweet.